Hello, 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 hello. I'm happy, very happy and thrilled to be honest with you guys. Over here, this side of the world is too late. It's Friday evening, and as usual, in this side of the world, Fridays is the beginning of the weekend. People looking forward for rest and have a good time with family. But YouTube goes on. Things happening, good, negative, but the show carries on. Yeah, I did a video about the ghost of Nyamboanzi, where I gave my point of view and my reaction about the behavior of certain character that visit Nyamboanzi and the reasons of that behavior and the consequences. In retrospective, we had an answer, a very positive answer, very, very positive answer, with a bit of arrogance that anybody's in YouTube can expect. But congratulations for the reaction, to come and express yourself without taking your meds. That is good. See this person lucid, clean, and happy. That's what everybody celebrate here. That is really you. Wonderful to see that. No further comments. You want a justification of something, your opinion, it is your opinion and deserves to be respected. But what that mean? That is the next. The journey of 1,000 voices. It is a vlog that comes from Nyamboanzi that brings to the world how humans behind the cameras and so forth behave. Indeed. Not only that, shows us the human weakness when are in need. I learned something very great from Jenny with the 1,000 voices. One thing I have learned is people, humans like me, like you, or anybody out there, when they're defeated by circumstances of life, they will resource in something that on their minds they think that is the weakness of the person, by describe that person in a such way on their side is what they think. Well, what I'm trying to say in few words, time to time, humans, particularly those that went to Nyamboanzi, not those from Nyamboanzi, those who went to Nyamboanzi, from Europe, the United States, in different parts of the world, they convene in Nyamboanzi, they gather, they get involved on the party, they celebrate Ayamara and YouTube. That was some, they thought they have the upper end, and some they came well, good They became winners. They celebrated, they enjoyed themselves, and they vanished from where they came. But what is interesting here is the vulnerability certain people became without realizing the damage they will cause to others. Why? This is the thing always advocated in my channel, and I call attention to everybody. When we talk about Guatemala, Mrs. Trudy, Taiwana, Moses, African diaspora, all these channels, Mr. Zim, you name it, Lennox, some people, they feel in their minds, the box, in this, their fans are the most precious thing ever happened in their lives. Yes, it is to have virtual friends and have a conversation that is productive and creative. But there is something here that a journey of 1,000 voices bring to the table is this ego of people that they have this weakness, mental weakness of desires, different shapes and form, to try to buy in one way or another, influence and change people's life. Quite curious, the story, quite curious. I'm not going to take a credit for that story. I'm not going to feature any image or any clip of the video. I do recommend all of you that watch my videos with a lot greater care and consideration to follow this link down here to research for that and check and pay attention to the full video. It is a video to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. When I reacted or when I analyzed that particular video, one of the things caught my attention, as I mentioned in the video previous, was how Nairobi Chicha was reacting to the video, taking credit from that person. Does not make me pervert. Does not make me a bad character. May you consider, because you don't know me, I don't know you, and you say, oh, you're looking for attention. You're looking to step on the stage of fame. Well, I want to say thank you to one of my favorite subscribers who always say to me, go pole pole. Let your channel grow organic and the rewards are on the horizon. Indeed, I see it every day, and that's why that person that takes meds and then comes in front of a camera the press with no sense, pointing fingers left to the right, when it comes out the meds, does a splendid video. That is the reason I'm here. To make sure you become aware where the difference lays between positive and negative. And then the positive thing is the effect of somebody acknowledge on their own words, their own inability of convey a message when is under influence of depression meds. This is a critical. Why? If you don't follow the trail of events, who the other people talking to you, and who the people basically react to your behavior, you can paranoid. Where paranoia comes from? Hallucination. The combination between paranoia and hallucination, there is no neutral ground. There is insecurity. What is mean that? It's quite interesting when you look towards something and you get passion and interest about what you're doing and what you're dealing with. It's like a journalist when they investigate something and then they start to unravel more than expected. Here's a case again. It is a case when you choose a path of any YouTuber or any content creator out there, and you follow, and then you see the vision, the outline of that individual on both ways, forth and back. And somebody else judges you differently. This is what we see with the negative reactors. Lies and lies and lies every day. But in that point there, where the negative reactors focus and twist the stories and feed people, they can't think by their own. So 1,000, the journey of 1,000 voices brought a new dimension to the content creation, followers and viewers from different parts of the world. What happened to this person, this individual girl, and this donor or whatever, the person. But what changed there? Nothing. Nothing. How many people out there in those circumstances? We don't know. It's unknown. We cannot trace anybody. But when you come and say, this person is one of them, you should ask yourself, why you consider this person one of them? There is a difference. Is when you start understood that person will point to other, like I have done it. I have mentioned here many times about the Nairo-Chicha syndrome, the why not Alex syndrome. Because I have been in positions where I have seen this behavior, that it is a syndrome in our society. I have explained it here in my video on many occasions about each of these syndromes and how these syndromes develop in our society. But I'm happy, very happy, that see you, I, and others out there understood on content creation is not about shout-outs, is not about competition, is about thinking and see further away of the horizon where we make difference. And is that difference many content creators have a problem to reach. Here we start again. Yes, indeed, I am Mos, that man from Mozambique, with the hair in his nose, in his ears, old man, sit in this box, nothing to do. And try to get attention. For me, a social media influencer. Indeed, a social media influencer. The question I have is, what does social media influencer bring to me? Does pay my bills? Does feed my family? Does make something useful that I believe and trust? Yes. That, yes. But is not him the drive of my life. Is not him the dream of myself and my family. There is an exception. And that exception is what make this channel different. Why this channel make a difference? Because it convey a message that not all influencers are great, but also these influencers, they have the negative side of the story. An example, Ayamaro, it does have a lot out there people perceive as negative, but there is something else. The same people, reasonable, intelligent, intellectual, understood him in the risks what they're watching, because he's a showman. What you want from a showman? A showman is an individual that goes on a stage and entertain you. and nothing else. So, when people say, well, not people, a certain individual, in this case, try to get attention. So, on the first stage, we went seek support from this influencer. You guys start to understand here. We, the audience, we, the subscribers, we never went to Nyambuanzi with my full mount. Indeed, I supported financially. I supported for good cause and good reason. And then I saw the investment, I done it, the impact and the thing how people's life made better. Here is an example. I could see people eat on the shade, people comfortable rest themselves. I saw people, they much need a shelter when it was rain. It was a shelter for those people. What about you that went to the party or pursue a trip to this influencer house, family? What you have done differently since you came out? Did you say something here? Everybody got impressed? Depend what we are talking about here. Because we saw mad people, or better say mad cows, and good apples. And those good apples are very successful. An example, I have mentioned different times, a lot of examples. And one of the things is how this person be in Nyambuanzi, with Nyambuanzi, never been in this influencer house, family, or friendship somewhere, somehow closer that we have seen in camera or been heard and talk, because we know most of the cakes that been used to celebrate parties and occasions have been done by this person. But this person, very clever, very intelligent, create a channel that is create an impact, a huge impact, and a social difference that levels the same agenda of Ayamara. There is where, when we are not able to appreciate the difference between equations and the results those equations bring, linear or non-linear, we become stupid of ourselves. That is really very embarrassing. Is really something, time to time I ask myself, how mad somebody can be. But how mad you can be if you don't realize, do your homework. It's critical to understand That is why Nairobi teacher took advantage of Brenda, because he knew what was happening. By knowing what is happening, what he done? Destroy a channel. So, when somebody comes here and accuses another person, and another person have the right to respond, that is great. But there is something here. When you respond in a such way that the audience even gets impressed how great you are when you are not on your own. Depression and medical. Outstanding reaction. Brilliant. Work well done. But because of the degree of misunderstood, your nostalgia and your egos is when you're gonna be on your next medicamentation in front of a camera. That will be a surprise. This is Ayamos. It is all for today. Sign off.